Baztalks. Let's talk football.
Hello, welcome to Baztalks. My name is Baz, and joining me today, as you can see, we have JB and John. Welcome everyone.
Hello.
Okay, guys. So, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So what's up with you all? What's going on?
What's going on? What do you think is going on?
Wow, very mysterious. What is going on? Like, JB's Liverpool team is sucking at the moment. John's Man City team is doing well. Michael is not around, but his Arsenal team is Stoke sitting their way to the title. I think fun fact that I saw that they were 7 points clear last week. Now they are just 2 points clear. So,
look at the rear view mirror.
And then of course,
you would have thought, right, from Thierry Henry, right now they've moved to Stoke City, and that's what's winning them the title now.
Well, better than Man U fans, right? Just because they got possibility of getting top 4 or top 5 because of like the run of matches. Suddenly they all think like, oh, we should be title challengers this season. Hey, come on lah. Last season you all 17. Oh no, 13. Please wake up your idea. I'm a Man U fan, but come on guys, you all not realistic as shit.
Well, isn't that always the case?
Yeah, but I guess that's what we're here to talk about. Before we start, what is our usual login? I guess. Let me. Ba-bam! This is the Baztalks logo. I'm hiding everybody, and then ba-bam! Oh wait, my ba-bam wrong. Ba-bam! This is our social media links. You can catch us at I guess now we transition a lot into Spotify and YouTube because that's where we're getting the best traction. And then there is okay, wait. Let me recoherent myself. That was 40 seconds of nonsense. So our social media links is at Baztalks.com. You can find us on Twitter, BaztalksMike, or you can follow us on IG, Facebook, YouTube, all at just have to search Baztalks. YouTube is a little funky because there is another Baztalks, but it is I think it's an Indian-based channel. They got a lot more followers than us. So guys, you know what to do, right? Like, share, subscribe, share it with a friend, and this is the time of year before we start our topic, because our topic actually today is about the Asian Cup qualifier. Everybody in town is talking about it. From Channel News Asia to Yalabat, Baztalks is supposed to talk about it, but we take our own sweet time lah, because we want to see what everybody is talking about and we don't cover the same thing. Isn't that right, guys? And it's not because of our busy schedule.
Yeah, that's right. You're correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right.
But before we start that, we don't really get the chance to do this often, because I do it now because Michael is not here. You know how your Spotify is the time of the season for the Spotify rapping all.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well. I'll post this out by the time this. It should be out lah by the time this episode comes up. But Baztalks has what's this? Oh yeah, this is bugging me. Somebody actually was listening to our podcast, and then the person feedback right that I put in a lot of filler words, and my filler word is always So I'll try to stop doing that. So Baztalks, oh my god, Baztalks Spotify rap that we have. So JB's, now I'm turning into Michael. JB's goal for us is for us to get to, what was it, JB? 2,000 subscribers, 2,000 followers.
We korang a bit lah. 1,000 lah.
Be realistic a bit.
So nobody's one, but I have to say, our followers increased by 10%.
Very
From
strong corporate growth.
yeah, there's 10%, and our listening time has increased to 249%. Increased by 249%.
Okay.
So total audience went up by, in 2025 we had growth lah, definitely. Total audience went up by 15%. Total new audience went up by 999%.
Wow.
I don't know how that counts, but if we know maths, if we have like 1, then increase to 10, then yeah lah, 999 lah.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened.
Our listening time went up by 249%. Our biggest, or the episode that is the top episode for 2025 is our 50th episode, where again JB made that claim of, or rather that target of reaching 2,000. So help JB, because JB will do a special TikTok dance that you all want if we reach to 2,000. Top countries where Baztalks podcast is listened to is number 1 Singapore, number 2 UK, number 3 Egypt. Must be all the Liverpool fans and Mo Salah fans there. And then number 4 is Germany. We are the number 1 show for 10 fans, so there are 4 of us. Thanks to the 6 people who listen to us, who has us as the number 1 show. It's definitely probably number 1 for me, Mike, JB, and John. According to Spotify for creators, right? We are 2025 Rising Star, 2025 Marathon Show, and 2025 Most Shared Show. I'm not sure how true this is, but those are our Spotify raps. I honestly don't know. But then again, I know that for Spotify, right? There's like every day there's like a growing number of podcasts that is being created.
Yep.
And ours actually done relatively well. Then
That's interesting to note.
for more analytics, right? Because it's the time of the year where I get to do the analytics. Let's see. Our audience in the last 90 days lah, in the last 3 months, we got listeners from of course from Singapore, the US, Germany, Malaysia, Brunei, UK, Canada, Indonesia, Australia, Ireland, India, France, Brazil, Japan, Romania, Iran, Thailand, Hong Kong, South Africa, Bangladesh, Russia, Nepal, Honduras, Sweden, Mexico, Switzerland, Norway, Colombia, my god, tired, Saudi Arabia, Philippines, Vietnam, Nicaragua, Latvia, Uruguay, Ukraine, Costa Rica, and Turkey. This is across all platforms. Most of our listeners are Apple people because they listen on their Mac. Then next followed by Windows people. So okay lah, we got strong followers with deep pockets. So maybe if you want to fund us, right?
Okay.
Fund us, then we keep talking about this. And yeah, we've seen a growth in the last 2 months lah, because to be fair, in the last 2 months we've been more active. We had a quiet spell between what was it, September and October? Oh no, October and November. Yeah. So yes, thank you for listening.
A number of guests as well.
Yes,
So,
we had a number of guests,
yeah.
and we got a few more lined up. Where was our this one? Who are the ones that we have lined up?
I mean, we did message a couple of people, but Bas, I remember you mentioned you have one more person.
Actually, we have three in the lineup.
Yeah. I think the recent one would be the AFC coach, was it? Or there's another person as well?
Yeah. It's actually the coach that gave me my way into local coaching. Coach Hidir Kamis, he used to be a coach, head coach I think, of Balestier Khalsa. I will definitely get in touch with him. We actually met when I was walking around at one of the shopping centres, and then we talked about it. And just before I did coaching for 2 years, which I shared before, and then just before that I actually talked to him lah. Then I told him, coach, thank you for the opportunity and all this, but I think hard for me to sustain a living. And then I think shortly after he left also, because he wasn't getting the opportunity he was looking for lah. But yes, there is that. And then there is also my poly friend. He is a former Lions 12 player, Shafiq Zainal. I met him at one of the matches during the weekend, I think about maybe a month ago. And then during the match we talked, I asked him lah, hey, are you free for will you be open to coming on Baztalks? And he said yeah, he's this one, if we are open to invite. So definitely we'll get in touch with him. And the last one is also a friend. She is
She
yeah.
Yeah.
Last we spoke, she is currently with Albirex Niigata, I think.
Well,
She's a women's what's this, our women's Premier League player. Yeah. Used to be from
Right.
Lion City Sailors, and then she went to Albirex, I believe. But yeah, getting around to asking her, funnily enough, right, I actually asked her years ago, but I never follow up because her boyfriend is my friend also. Then we talk about it. Then he's like, yeah lah, that time you invite what? Then I'm like, oh wait, did I? Yeah, but you never follow up. Then I'm like, oh, my bad. So that's on me. We have those lined up lah, but that is not the point today. Today, after rambling on for a good 12 minutes, if you guys are still here listening to our rambling, this is where we finally start talking about the today's episode. So today's episode, we're gonna talk about the Asian Cup qualifiers and our thoughts on it, and whatever we feel, whether Gavin, obviously by now the answer is Gavin is in. He has an 18-month contract.
Yes.
He has given, I think, 2 interviews. One just after he signed with, I believe, is a Channel News Asia football reporter, Raushad. Then the other one, he did one with Stephen Lim and, oh my god, I forgot the lady's name, on CNA lah. Yeah, so to start off, guys, maybe you can take the lead here by sharing your thoughts on what you think of the game and how much of it did you watch while I search for that video. John?
Okay, I wouldn't say I really watch a lot, but probably start watching when I realized they actually do have a chance to qualify.
Which game?
I think it started from the one where they drew with India.
Okay.
Yeah, I started watching. Then I realized they were playing quite well under Gavin. Yeah, and it looks more promising than how we usually play, I believe. Yeah, in tactical sense and how the player runs. Yeah. Yep. So JB?
I think that time when we were having the chat on WhatsApp, that's when I think you guys were the one to mention, right, hey, go watch the match. So I was catching the 1-1 match. I think I was catching the second half of it. Then subsequently the 2-1 win against India, that was someone that I watched the full match, and it honestly very, like what John said, was very promising play style wise. I think I wouldn't say go as far as to say that we've got an identity so far, but I think we are forming a style of play that's a bit of identity starting to show. And yeah, I think it's one of the. I mean, let's be honest, like this was what the first time we've qualified since 1984, was it?
Yes,
I think it's
and
the first time on merit.
a little background here. So in the 1984 Asian Cup was the one where we hosted alongside, I forgot who I'm looking at it lah. But anyway, we were one of the hosts and we qualified as hosts. And we were placed in Group B along with China, Iran, United Arab Emirates, and of course our consistent opponents, India. In 1984, Singapore placed 4th with a total of played 4, won 1, draw 1, lost 1, and a goal difference of -1. Singapore beat India in the opener on 2nd December, which is fitting, now also December.
Yeah.
2nd December with Malik Awab and Razali Saad, who scored at the National Stadium in front of 21,000 people. Singapore then lost 2-0 to China 3 days later, 1-0 to UAE 3 days later, and drew 1-1 with Iran 1 day later, which the old National Stadium for that last game, I guess because 1984 was way before any one of us was born. In that last game, there was only 2,000 people in attendance. And like they say, I think the closest we went was in 2007, or no, I think the 2019 one was the closest that we went, where we had 17 points in our Asian Cup qualifier lah. We played 13 games, 17 points, 3 wins, 3 loss, 7 losses. But yes, this is the first time since 1984 and the first time that we have qualified on merit. I'm also with.
It was emphasized throughout the match with Hong Kong.
I'm also with John on this. I actually watched the game when I think it was the Singapore and India draw 1-1. Where honestly that one we should have won 1-0 or more.
Yeah.
Then after that was the one where I like, okay lah. We watched the return game at Goa, which is the one where again Singapore came back from 1-0 down to win 2-1.
Yep.
And then after that game was who ah?
Bangladesh, was it? Or was it Hong Kong?
Hong Kong was our last one. Okay, we win around 6 was. Oh yeah. Then after that, the last one is the one that sealed our qualifiers lah, which is against Hong Kong. We won 2-1, and now there's a dead rubber in March next year, where it will be against Bangladesh lah.
Fun fact: Singapore won all away games 2-1.
Oh, but they cannot win at home.
We
I don't know.
we drew the games at home.
It just shows that
At home, you know?
Huh?
At least they score at home, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Here for, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So that being said, how do you all feel about Gavin? And the CNA episode I was referring to was Stephen Chia and Tiffany Ang. That Gavin went on, which was the segment called Deep Dive. Yeah. So how you think about Gavin? Should I pull up some of Gavin's backstory? He has been going on like Yalabat to share his backstory lah.
Yeah. So I think
people
we've seen some info about him as well. Like I went to take a look at him, right? And quite interestingly, he comes from a family of coaches. Like I think his dad is or rather, it comes from a family of football. The dad is a coach as well. I think the dad coach Victoria JC, and his sister is also used to be a football player, and now she's a doctor.
Wow.
Yeah,
I read about that also.
I went to look up on him, like, you know, he's slightly older than us, and you know he's in the hot seat right now, right, for management. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to be Kevin,
Yeah.
Gavin's family's relatives. Yeah, one doctor, one national team football coach. Yeah.
hey, somehow she ex-player, you know,
Right.
she all in one.
Exactly, ex-player turn doctor. My God.
So I think coming from this background for him, right, like
Mm.
growing up with a dad that can coach and cup, seeing a sister that plays, I think it gives him a lot of. Is it right to say there's a bit of insight into the Singaporean nuances of football or how they approach football, and then for himself as well, you know, he's also involved in the system. He used to play. He used to, you know, take his coaching license. I think he took his coaching license, the C license, already in his early 20s, if I'm not wrong, based on what I saw.
Yeah. Correct.
And yeah, he's already deeply ingrained into the system. So
But
I know this is a hot take, but compared to, yeah, I mean, it's a hot take, but compared to someone that comes from the outside, like maybe a foreign coach, I generally think because of the way that our football system is, or the way that our lifestyle surrounds football, you know, with a lot of players being part-time or they have to juggle other careers, he is one of the best suited to be a coach. I think he will understand or know how to understand the nuances of this better than, say, even a top foreign coach as well. But that's just my hot take.
which is
I-
good that you mentioned that, JB, because in that deep dive episode, right,
Yeah.
Kevin mentioned that these days more of our or our full-time footballers, right, are making it a career, which is something unheard of 10 years ago lah.
Yep. Because 10 years ago, you see so many of the football players, they come out, they open restaurant, property agent.
Yeah.
So now the fact that, you know, we are slowly transitioning into full-time career footballers.
But
My
that,
hope,
yeah. Go on.
my
Sorry.
hope is, my hope, I think it's everybody's hope, right? If you have full-time players, we are going to hope that the football is going to improve, because they're dedicating now their life towards this craft lah, rather than, you know, juggling something on the outside as well.
But there's this thing that I've not seen yet, and I think it's a very niche market, or rather it's just starting out. Is that why not our local footballers try to be to be like e-streamers or social media influencers, personalities? There is this other, I think it's made up of ex-players. They have this podcast, the Sports Wire, I think.
Oh yeah, you mentioned about that, right?
Yeah. Sorry, not the Sports Wire. Sports Wire. Wired for sports, driven by passion. They started out just recently. Already they have 68 videos and 1.36k subscribers. That's our goal lah. But they've been getting a lot of good people on, and yeah lah, they're starting a podcast. So is it possible that this could be a way for them to earn additional income, you think?
I mean, it's definitely a additional way lah, because there are people doing content creation as a living. Yeah. So definitely is another way of getting us income in.
I mean, yeah, whatever helps, you know, bring the brain in for them to focus on football, right? No, I'm serious, man. Like, if they can earn a good living, I'm all for it, because end of the day, we don't want them to sacrifice the quality of life, right? Just so that they can play football. And I think that has been the biggest issue. Even you saw, like, with the coaches that we've had, or even Thomas that came previously, eventually, you know, there's a lot of things that they will mention to you that, you know, a lot of it is self-directed, self-funded, and sometimes you cannot make a good living. So, you know, if you have a family, then you're gonna have to start thinking, okay, do I focus on football, or do I focus on giving a better life for my kid or my partner? And then eventually people will start picking and choosing other ones. So if they can make their bread better, you know, doing a podcast, or if they're getting paid better, like I think Forrest also gave a payout, right, for the qualification.
Yeah, he gave a payout of 2 million bonuses from his own pocket.
W Forrest. right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
end of the day, Singapore may not have a lot of manpower or other kind of natural resources. We generally we shouldn't be throwing money at things, but I think this is one of the things we should be throwing money at, man.
I mean, this is the
It is
initial, it's so called the initial stage where you should be pumping in money to keep this thing going
Okay.
Hey.
and making it happen. Lah.
So this is the thing that I wanted to ask you guys. All right, now we qualify for Asian Cup. We are very proud. There's a lot of media that is going around saying, the usual lah. This is fantastic. Like John said, this is our first time qualifying or merit.
Yeah.
So as a fan, right? Do you all have any expectations for them? I got two questions here. First is, do you have any expectations for them, for the Asian Cup in 2027? Is it like qualifying for the knockouts, or what are your expectations? Then the second one would be, now what? So what? We qualify for Asian Cup. We have the ASEAN Hyundai Cup coming up next year, in middle of the year. What's your expectation as a fan for our national team?
John, please go ahead first. I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm like, because I'm actually thinking along the line where actually they really made a difference. So I would manage my expectation because I don't expect an instant fly to the top, that kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite being underdog, I hope they get a good result out of the elimination and everything lah, or the group stage. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to really qualify to prove yourself, but
Just meaning
if
like
the
for
style
John.
of play- if the style of play remains and we see it, that's fine.
Okay, that means yours is as long as they show up, they don't get scared or like be intimidated by the occasion. That's good enough lah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, then how about like in the
Because-
like moving forward then, John?
Of course, moving forward, definitely we have to slowly, step by step, move on. Like qualify, make it a consistent that you always qualify for the Asia Cup. And then after that, definitely try to go further and further, and then after that,
A natural progression lah.
yeah,
Okay.
natural progression is the correct step to take. And meanwhile, how they gonna sustain it is another question, which I hope there will be more support for them.
Okay.
Uh,
JB?
Yeah, JB.
Okay, let me just say, I think for the Asian Cup now, they already beat my expectation by qualifying. Anything else is a bonus, right? If
Okay.
they can tahan or make it in the knockout stage, or they have a decent result in the knockout stage where they are not getting like walloped by everybody else, I think they can draw or something like that. I think it's a very very powerful step because baby steps, right? I think we're going in the right direction. For Hyundai Cup, I think if we how many teams are there? 10 or 11, right?
Hyundai Cup? No lah.
Yeah.
Hyundai Cup is our ASEAN Cup lah. Our 10 lah, 10. Correct lah, correct. Sorry.
10, correct, 10, right?
Yeah.
So if they are above 6, that means 6th place or 5th place, I think I'm very happy. I think that's a very realistic one.
Wait. Fifth? Why fifth or sixth place?
I think top 4 too much pressure, bro.
Hey, you know how the
Okay.
Hyundai Cup works, right, JB?
I said they do have like the top 4, right?
No, the Hyundai Cup is the the Tiger Cup that we have the last.
Oh. Okay,
You thought this one what league ah, bro?
I thought it was like they got knockout and ranking one.
No lah. So okay, so to maybe it's good that JB doesn't know lah, because it's an opportunity for us to learn. Even though we'll make fun of him about this for some time.
100%.
For the Hyundai Cup, The format will be 2 groups, Group A, Group B. There are 10 teams, which again just now I also got wrong, so it's a good learning opportunity. From the Group A and Group B, the top 2 will qualify to the knockout stages, which is basically a semi-final game. 2 semi-finals and then 1 final. Yeah. 2 semi-final and then 1 final, and then that's it lah.
So correct, the same. So they'll have 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place lah. Correct, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
But it will be only the top 2 qualify lah. Then advance to knockout stage.
Okay.
Then the winner of Group A will versus the runner of Group B.
Yeah. Okay, I think depending on the teams you're playing now, right? Would it be unreasonable to say, as long as they do a good showing? What I meant was that if they have a good showing in the group stages, I'm not aiming for top 4. So if they have a good showing in the group stages, I think that's enough.
For the Hyundai Cup,
Hyundai
Cup or Asian Cup?
The Hyundai Cup.
Okay.
Group stages, because I think after that's when you see like 2 semi-finals, so they have the 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, and 1st place. Yeah.
I think what JB is trying to say is like, as long as they show up with an identity of how they play and everything, the style of play is there. Then it's almost like what I have said previously. They show up and don't get intimidated and all. Yeah.
Correct.
Just go.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a win, then it's definitely a bonus for everybody.
Okay.
But here's the thing, right?
Celebrate about.
Previously we made it, I think 2024 we made it to semi-finals. So
Yes,
I think
correct.
if they maintain
Was it the Suzuki?
2024 was the Suzuki Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if they maintain this, I think it's fine for me. Honestly, happy now.
Oh, sorry. 2024 is the Mitsubishi Electric Cup.
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, they keep changing the name also.
Yeah, because it's sponsored. Okay, so just so everybody's on the same page, and to our listeners who might not know this, so in the ASEAN Cup, which was formerly, it has been rebranded a few times.
Yep.
In the times that we were growing up, 1996 to 2004, it was called the Tiger Beer. The Tiger Cup lah, not Tiger Beer Cup. The Tiger Cup, sponsored by Tiger Beer. In 2007, there was no sponsor, so it was just the AFF Championship. In 2008 to 2020, it was known as the AFF Suzuki Cup, and then in 2022 to 2024, it is known as initially in 2022 was known as the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup, and then it became ASEAN Mitsubishi Electric Cup. Now Hyundai Motors have come in, and it is now known as the ASEAN Hyundai Cup. And the participating countries in this group, it used to be Australia, Brunei. Originally was Australia, Brunei, Cambodia, Timor-Leste, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam.
Yep.
But in 2012 was the last time that Australia participated, because they were part of our Oceania Football Confederation, and then they did their own thing because they wanted to no kick lah, basically. So they wanted to challenge themselves, I think. Then they switched confederations or something like that. There's a whole backstory behind that. And in this Suzuki Cup, ASEAN Cup thingy, the most successful team is Thailand, followed by Singapore, and then in recent times is Vietnam. So in the last edition, which is the 2024 edition, like JB correctly said, Singapore and Philippines were in the semi-finals. Vietnam won first, and then Thailand second. In 2022, Thailand first, Vietnam second. The one that made it to the semi-finals is Malaysia and Indonesia. And in 2020 was when Singapore last hosted. This was a COVID year. Singapore made it into the semi-finals. And then Thailand and Vietnam were the finalists, with Thailand winning that one lah. Okay. So what I'm hearing from the two of you, even for the Hyundai Cup, no expectations to win big, as long as they just semi-finals, and what's this? And the style of football is there. Is that all?
Correct. Yeah. So let me emphasize.
Yeah.
As long Yeah, so I think correctly. Thanks for correcting me also. So what I wanted to say was, as long as they do well, pass the group. If they can do a good standing on the group stages, it's good enough for me. But if they make it to semi-finals, I think that's the creaming on the cake, and that's sufficient. I think that's a very good footing.
Okay. John?
And then
Agree? Oh yeah, sorry,
goal,
Jamie.
Overall goal. I think it's everybody's dream to see this before we all pass away is qualify for World Cup.
That's
Right?
true. That's true. That's true. I
Okay.
won't disagree on that, but realistically, I believe
10-year
it's gonna
plan,
take a
bro.
while lah.
Trust the process.
Which is actually what Gavin said on Deep Dive, where basically is what more or less what you guys have shared, which is first, now that we've qualified for Asian Cup, the next step would be to consistently qualify, and then after that, he also mentioned in that podcast, in that episode rather, the next one is it's always a moving target lah. So from qualifying for Asian Cup consistently, then you cannot see too far, but after that you hopefully go to qualifying for World Cup and so on and so forth. I take it you guys what your thoughts on Gavin though? Like JB already mentioned that he's somebody who understands the nuances of Singapore football much better. John?
I agree with JB on that also, because based on his background and everything, he's basically the guy for it lah. Because he's the one who understands everything that a player will go through, as well as he himself from a player becoming a coach. Yeah, so he understands the stress and everything. So my thoughts on Gavin, I think he's the perfect fit at this point lah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he would be able to how do I say this? Like, he know how the player thinks. So he would also know how to.
To be fair, a lot of the players is his batchmate lah.
Yeah lah, but he would also know their thinking and how to how do I say this? Better manage their mentality and everything.
Okay.
And in terms of strategy wise, of course, like you said, is their best mate, right? It's his best mate. So you would know how to deploy them even better than anyone else.
That's true. That's true.
And I think based on how he did at Rovers, Tampines Rovers, I would say he tactically wise is quite good
Okay.
with the players.
Just
quite on
for
point.
everybody to know, when he was at Rovers, his best season lah was coming in second and then winning the 2019 Singapore Cup in his first season in charge.
Yeah, that was where I believe we saw the style of play for Tampines Rovers when we went to watch. I don't know whether Bas still remembers or not.
Yeah. It was that game against Lion City Sailors, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the
It
one
was-
game where we say, oh, we should come and watch more, but then we never.
Yeah.
It's on our YouTube, guys. Go check it out.
Yeah. Check out our Baztalks YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Random classic.
Then
Okay.
maybe I share what I feel about Gavin. Because if I remember correctly, when Gavin started out his coaching journey, or at least in the like on the AFC level, right? If I'm not wrong, him and me started out about the same time. Then I always hear stories about him getting what's this like special treatment lah. But this one is allegedly just hear stories. But it's well known. I'm not saying anything out of order here lah. It's well known that there's a lot of favoritism going on within the ecosystem lah. If I say this and it upsets people, right? Maybe you are one of the people that benefit from it lah. I don't care. It's the truth. But maybe that is how our ecosystem works whether it's to the benefit or to the loss of aspiring coaches and players, right? It is what it is Whether we change that is still up to us. So what the point I wanted to say was, I think me and Gavin started about the same time, but Gavin's rise was a lot faster and a lot higher because he was inside. He was a Tampines Rovers youth player and he know the people inside the club. I wasn't. And I can be bitter about it, or I think the sharing, or in our last episode where we had Thomas on, right? I think it shows a lot of difference, and it shows why Gavin is succeeding and why Thomas succeeded to whatever goal he achieved as compared to me lah. Yes, maybe Gavin got the opportunity. Yes, maybe people like him, maybe he got connections and whatever lah. But he made the best out of it. And he, at the core of it, is his intention and his goal is to further improve Singapore football. And he's doing it lah, because he has led Singapore to qualify as an interim coach, which is a lot of pressure lah. And he has done well lah. And I got to give props to the man He's, from his interviews and his sharing, even at a young age, I would say he got a very solid head on him lor.
Yeah.
And I think that is the difference we can feel bitter about whatever opportunity lah, but you got to make your own luck sometimes And he had the luck, he made his own luck. And I do hope that he has a good Hyundai Cup, and even if he doesn't, I hope people realize that us qualifying for, like what JB said us qualifying for Asian Cup, that's fantastic and anything more is a bonus So
always on our merit.
On our merit. So my expectations for our national team for the Asian Cup is my own expectations every time I go for futsal or any for futsal one win, then we go home.
Must have at least a win.
Must have at least one win. Then okay, good, steady, can go home already.
Because a win is a win.
Yeah, it's a win. But okay, that being said, this is our expectations. Actually, I was discussing with the guys about this lah, and I don't know. JB and John have both said to me that this is too big, too ambitious. Bas, you are nobody. But what I want to share with our listeners and our viewers watching this is the second half of our podcast, which is already 45 minutes long, is what we as Singaporeans and what Gavin has actually said on the Yalabat podcast lah. You can say about how lousy or how good the team is. You can have all these expectations. The one thing is you need to show up.
Yeah.
The best you can do is to show up and to watch the games and to support the games, and instead of okay, this one paraphrasing, Kevin might not have said it exactly like this. The core of his message was to show up and to just appear. Instead of like whining or criticizing. It's easy to criticize. Why not contribute something and go and find ways to make Singapore football lively again. That being said, sorry JB, go on.
No, you're correct. I just wanted to add on and say, so that being said, what I did was what a lot of things Singaporeans did is to go and try to look for the jersey to buy, but it's all sold out. So Gavin, if you're listening to the podcast, try to ask them to produce a bit more so that we can buy and support.
That being said, Gavin, if you by chance listen to this, right, are you open to coming to a Baztalks podcast now?
If not, we can get his dad or his sister also.
Can lah. But
We are just here to talk.
We talk lah. I don't know how much. Like on his interviews, he seems like a very serious chap.
Yeah, no, man. The man looks locked in, man.
Yeah, and for someone of his stature now, right, I don't know how much he, like, if he come to our like podcast, I'm gonna talk with him lah. Not gonna be like, there's a few questions I want to ask him, like, hey bro, why you decide to log in and become a coach? like that's not Asian of you.
But I think he's been playing. I mean, because the dad is also a coach. I think he's been playing.
Yeah
I
lah,
went
he
to read
was
up about his
player
profile.
he
He's
was
been
part
playing
of
since the under-8s.
he was part of that batch with Haris Arun Ma. Then he shared in the podcast he saw that their level and his level different. Then he just like, okay lah, I
he
still want
decided
to do
talent-
football. Then he switched to coaching lah.
Yeah. Like he decided his talent not
Enough.
on the field, then
Yeah.
not enough for the field, so he switched over to become coach.
Yeah, but I definitely want to get Gavin on board lah. Gavin, if you watching this or listening to this, or if anybody who knows him ask him want to come on to a football podcast, not? Very
Rising Star podcast.
very cute podcast.
According to Spotify.
Yeah, Rising Star according
Rising
to
Star
Spotify
podcast,
producer,
yeah.
not say one hall.
Ah,
Okay, that being said, what I wanted to say is actually I actually came up with this lah. It's currently on screen for those watching this on YouTube. It is my dream or rather it has been itching me since we qualified. So if you can see this, I'm not sure whether the guys can see lah, but the guys probably cannot see. The title of the PowerPoint presentation, because I'm very Asian and very Singaporean, we do PowerPoint presentation, right? Okay. Guys, if you can see it on your end, please open up so you can follow me on the side. So this Kallang, the title of the presentation for those listening to us on the podcast is the Kallang Roar, Spark of the Asian Cup, proposed by Baztalks. JB and John, I asked them when I share this because I came up with this in like half an hour. I asked them, JB, what did you say when I proposed this idea to you?
I think this was okay, but I think we cannot be. This has to be part of a larger collective. We cannot be the ones, spearheading this.
John, then what you say?
who you think you are?
Exactly. So that being said, I know Baztalks is nobody.
No lah.
No.
I mean nothing.
It's true. As in, John and I know each other long enough for him to be able to say that. It's true, but it's also true. This is a good opportunity for us. So I thought this is where we should be doing this and I want to hopefully in the coming weeks get in touch with relevant people to see what they think about it, whether they are able to contribute, because ideas is ideas. At the end of the day, we need the money to fund the idea lah. And this money is not something that like FAS can just cough up, or MCCY or any government organisation has to cough up. Got a lot of layers to clear, a lot of things to consider. But I think this is a very good opportunity, especially with the final game being played in Singapore, for us to do something. So, lock in, stay tuned, take a look at my presentation. It'll mostly be done by me lah, because it's my idea. So, Kallang Roar, Spark of the Asian Cup, proposed by Baztalks. The agenda here is to create long-lasting stadium culture during local matches, reigniting the Kallang Roar and tapping on existing fan bases and sharing what they have created so everyone feels included. What do I mean by this? JB, John, you all got go to the Tiger Cup last time?
I think when I was a kid, once only.
Yeah, so during the Tiger Cup last time, at the old National Stadium, we would do the Kallang wave would be like throughout the entire 90 minutes. It used to be so fun because you get to see the Kallang wave going around and everybody in the open air just together, and then that's where we all learn our first bad word, peep 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 peep. Cannot say here lah.
It's censored.
It's okay. I know that word.
Yeah, and then we did the "We Will Rock You" by stomping our feet, and then the whole stadium storm. Probably not to the approval of the structural engineers and the designers of the building. And then we were jumping, and then you can feel the entire stadium actually vibrating, and you wonder to yourself, am I going to die here watching football because everybody jumping and the foundations are shaking. So that's what we want. And in recent times, you can see that at the new national stadium, everybody kind of like doing their own thing. Only the Singa Brigade is the one that is making a lot of noise. So this is what I propose. These are the stakeholders that I want to get in touch with, that I want to work alongside with, that I think can contribute. It's not limited to to the names that you see, which is Singa Brigade, FAS, Sports SG, Active SG, and then local influencers like Yalabat, Joaquim Gomez, I don't know about You Got Watch lah, and Footballita. These are all, and of course Sports Wire. These are all people that I would like to get in touch with, and maybe they can contribute this. But of course, ideas is ideas. We need somebody spearheading on this. That means for every good project, you need to have a good team leader. And FAS, you don't angry I put Singa Brigade over FAS. It's just how my brain works. I never bother to go and change it. The proposal. I have the proposal. It will be 3 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3. Phase 1 is our most recent one, which is the Singapore versus Bangladesh Match Day 6. Phase 2 will be the games or activities between April to October, which includes the ASEAN Hyundai Cup. And then Phase 3 will be Road to Asian Cup. Phase 1 is the Match Day 6. The aim is to create, share songs and cheers with public via social media. This will be done through influencers, singers, podcasters, and the cost that I thought of is, as of writing, proposing as a pro bono project to reignite the local scene. Ideally, contributors should be paid for their work, ideally. When we talk about creating and share songs, right, I think Singa Brigade has a list of songs. They also have a YouTube video of all their cheers. If we can somehow get that out to everybody who's going, then this is where my experiences with K-pop concert comes into experience lah.
Comes into play lah.
Yeah, comes into play. Korean groups have fan chant videos that they send out. I don't watch it because ain't nobody got the time. But the fan chant video is a good way to share and good way to have it out so that and it can be done by the players for them to share amongst the people, because I think the best way is not making everything official. The best way is the players, us fans, just share with your friend, and that is how you slowly get people to be interested and come back in lah. Influencers and podcasters all got the reach for it, so create, share songs and cheers with public that's easy to follow, and it has to be my proposal is during the games, right? Singa Brigade is the official party starter for all this lah. Means if they give a cue of like pa, immediately everybody know what to do. Or like our that one cheer lah, pa. You can do it in the train, you can do it in the park. You do that, chances are somebody will say will know what to respond and will respond correctly. Or it could be like how we have been, okay, this one a bit controversial, so I put it in a nicer way. How we have this activation word in us the moment somebody starts singing home. If you start singing home, everybody will sing home. If you say no lah, you lie. Home is like the number 1 song for all of us to sing during NDP. It's so well loved. So we need to have that kind of cheer that activate us like home like that. You know what I mean? So presently, because of limitations and regulations of what I understand lah, maybe when we talk about this we can change it. Only one section of the stadium is filled with noise, then everybody else like got nothing to do. That's from my observation. And in the lead up to any of these games, should have more interviews, shows exposing the players, introduce themselves to Singaporeans. I think the last time there's proper named or household names is Fandi Ahmad time. I think my time was ID Iskandar time. And of course to note it's not to say efforts have not been made, but a reflection of sentiment of as a contributor. This is what I feel lah. So this is phase 1. We got to make match day 6 as amazing as an atmosphere as possible. It's the homecoming. You all want to go to airport to bring them, like cheer for them, right? Make the match day 6 against Bangladesh fantastic and an atmosphere to show that we can come support. Now, when it comes to pricing, there are a lot of people that say who want to pay $20, $30, $40 to see our national team. Let's be real lah, guys. We are not what's this? We're not a welfare state. No handouts. Have to pay lah. But hopefully, we got to be real lah. If the ticket is cheaper, right, somebody is subsidizing it. And if somebody is subsidizing it, right, it's likely the taxpayer. So, long story short, you are still paying for it. So just pay for it lah. Correct? Yes. So, the next one is phase 2. Phase 2 is the Asian Hyundai Cup. So, during this phase, what Baztalks propose is lower inputs on marketing activities can be placed. Means from the Bangladesh game to the Hyundai Cup, which is somewhere in August, you can have lower activities, just here and there. Then you can reuse the efforts from phase 1 as a reminder of the cheers and the songs. Then don't need to recreate new content. What we want is for people to know and remember the content or the things that is already available. So the moment that becomes second nature, right, then you don't need to keep repeating lah. You have 10 songs. Every month, remember that 10 songs is enough. Then at Kallang Stadium, like I said lah, stomping on the stadium was a queue. I sincerely propose Singa Brigade, who are very passionate people, and whoever that goes and flies for all these games, to be the one that leads the thing alongside, working in tandem with the stadium announcer. Some of the games that I went, I think the halftime show where they have like dance breaks or the dance cam or the kiss cam and whatnot, I think it's actually quite fun lah.
Yeah.
So we can keep there is a culture going now. We just have to keep it going, and then working with People's Association for the game to be held at CCs for match viewing. So like what they did for Tampines Hub, that was fantastic. But I didn't even know they were having that at Tampines Hubs, yeah. So maybe that's the thing that we are missing lah, the connection. You need to be able to connect with the Gen Zs and the different demographic group and how they respond to or how they get their media lah. The other one that I think is good also is road shows like Shopee Cup that was done for Tampines Rovers and Lion City Sailors. I wouldn't have known that the thing was there. Doing it at prominent places like Tampines Hub is good. Maybe where else can you do it? Maybe at Jam or at one area lah. You can do a cup tour or something like that lah. That's for phase 2. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you. So I don't know whether K-pop they do it. The fans do it, right? Like sometimes when people are attending, you give the pamphlets out for the song lyrics.
Yes, I was about to get that. They do that.
Yeah,
so I don't know how our the local groups do it, where they get the money from, where they get the funding from. But every concert,
flyer lah, $6 for 1,000 pieces. Give some second.
No, they have this banner, and then at the back of the banner, right? So in the front of the banner is like some encouraging words for the artist. And at the back of the banner is an instruction on when to put it up and whatever. Like JB lah, a pamphlet or a sign of some kind lah.
Just for your info, usually these are done through their own fundraising.
Yeah. I've heard it's also self-funded one.
They are all self-funded. They usually they will do a fundraise via their fan club forums, or their Twitter, social media in order to do all this.
Not bad. Okay. And then the last one, I've been on this a bit too long. Phase 3. So after the Hyundai Cup, right? Phase 3 is the road to Asian Cup. This one is where, just like the first two, is a multi-pronged effort lah. First one is the local fans. Prong 1, local fans. Yeah. Have players from local clubs to be present at the CCs and to give their views as speakers. The aim is engagement, familiarity, and a united front for local clubs when it comes to a national team agenda. I think this kind of like what we are lacking in terms of like a culture and reassuring Asian parents is a pathway. We always say like FAS always comes out and say, okay, we have this pathway, we are sharing, blah blah blah. Right? Sometimes make it big, make it known. So not just the people involved in your ecosystem knows about it. Random auntie, uncle who don't know, or random people like us who are not in the ecosystem, like, I heard about this and this is a pathway. Like I think a few seasons ago, Hougang had a program where they ensured that the players were signed for 2 seasons and 3 seasons, and then there was a pathway for schools also, education. So these are things that is coming up, but it should be made known lah. Of course, having local fans, you do like this engagement where they come as speakers and they talk about it and the challenges they face. The one key thing that I feel when it comes to content creation, which is what I hear from a lot of the successful one, is authenticity. So if you can make it relatable to these people and to not see them as just football players, they are also like you and me, fellow Singaporeans. What their challenges, what did it take for them to get there? Like I think Shawar Anwar is a very late bloomer. He's only getting his stint now in his late 30s because previously he was injured. Hari Sarun has his own challenges as a parent with I believe the correct term here is special needs kid. Yeah, and all these are different challenges or sides of these football players that we don't see anytime, any other time of the year lah. We only see them as football players when they wear our national team colours lah. That's it lah.
Yeah.
So
they don't you don't see them as a. There's no other facets to them. We only just see them. Okay, they shop 2 hours every few months, and then that's it.
Exactly. So this is my proposal for any of the people that is listening this, and I'm hoping to have the opportunity to share this with MP or with whoever that is willing to listen, because I think this is a very good opportunity for us to revive sporting culture.
But now that you mention MP, right, I have a suggestion.
What?
You know the meet the people session, right?
Yeah.
You should go to your MP, suggest. If you all are down, I'm down, right? I'm going to go to the MP to suggest, right? Instead of doing the day trip or the durian trip, you ask the people, you can organize a 2-hour, as part of the community, right? Go watch the Singapore football match.
Yeah, actually, it was what we kind of forced to do in NS.
Yeah.
I don't know whether, because John and I serve in the police force. JB in the army, correct?
Army, yeah.
I don't know about John, but I remember I had to go watch like Police Sports Association game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know whether John had the opportunity, but I remember I had. Or is it we get deployed to go and watch to go and jaga a game lah?
I think get deployed.
But
cause
I remember the trainees also had to go.
I know the one I got deployed was during reservists.
I also remember mine is reservists.
Yeah, mine was the Suzuki Cup.
Yeah. So that's one lah. Then yeah, it's a good idea. I actually was thinking of going to my meet the people session, but haven't figured out who to go to, because mine I had a previous engagement with Member of Parliament Syarif Taha for a different for a different issue lah. But this one maybe finding the maybe finding Edwin Tong would be good.
Yeah, he'll be a very good choice. Because I know like certain matches, right, like the Asian Championship finals or this last year, they got screen and then they got share on Straight Times that they will host watch parties at the CCs, Tampines Hub, all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tampines Hub will always have.
But also beyond this, right, it's like during your MPS sessions, the Meet the People session, because this kind of news is catered for the sports people, but your Meet the People session is where you're going to meet the larger facet of Singaporeans. You can, in the RC community, you got the pamphlet underneath your blog, the posters underneath. You can put that way for watch along. You can come to the MPS session or wherever, or the CC where watch along, snacks and drinks. People will come.
Yeah, or the players themselves can do a watch along. Like we can have the players come. Like, I know like Tampines Hub. I don't know whether Westside got all this lah, but because I'm a Eastsider, right? I know Tampines Hub sometimes have what's it? They have EPL games. Why not we have our football players go there, give their thoughts, and then from there can have a little engagement to get to know who they are as people also lah.
Yeah, so it's all about like bringing the community together. I think as the Singaporean football team catches its identity, Singaporeans as a whole also needs to develop the football identity as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, both has to go together.
Which brings me to prong number 2. For travelling fans. So this is for when we go to Asian Cup lah. Working with matchday travel providers to package a cost-effective way and to ensure that Singapore is not only given allocation but also the ability to create presence. This could also be a local point of contact in the form of FAS or influencer who will be referencing points for travelling fans. So I know in Singapore there are a few of these like package companies, Matchday 1986 and one more lah. This is the opportunity to work together with them so that when we for our games against in the Asian Cup, we have a section where we all go together, we all travel together, and it'll be fantastic lah. That's where you start bonding with other people, your fellow Singaporeans all traveling together and to go and watch a game together. I think those bonds will create bigger bonds after that. And then quickly, the point number 3 is the media. Seeing how big the accomplishment is for Singapore in the months leading up to Asian Cup campaign starting from October, hype needs to be started and maintained by various parties. This comes in all sorts of efforts and should include podcasts of varying reach. Similar to Phase 2, getting everyone to share their thoughts, keep dialogue, and what are the expectations can be culminated in the last month, maybe in December or November. FAS or even Gavin himself can make whatever call he wants to go and get the outreach done. And I think I shared this with somebody who used to work at FAS. He said more or less these plans are already in place, but it doesn't hurt to, maybe there are certain points that they miss, certain points I miss, we recalibrate and we do this together lah. And yes, that's the end. Q&A time. So, that's my this one. What are your thoughts, guys? What you think? JB, just now you wanted to say something, is it?
No, that was basically what I wanted to say. It's along the lines as well.
Yeah. And yes,
I have nothing to add on.
and that is our, I guess that is our proposal. We are going to start getting in touch with people to see what they think, whether they are on board, and yeah, maybe getting in touch with the MPs lah. It is a good opportunity. I'm definitely going to lah. But yes, anything else to add, guys? If not, we shall go to our favorite footballing moments of the week.
Yep.
Anybody got? Who want to go? Who want to go first?
What happened?
I mean, the only recent one I saw was I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but Salah did blow up today morning.
Oh, that's recent.
God damn, man! Yeah, it's like, you know, you wake up, then the ex texts you like one chunk. That's basically the same mood.
Yeah, that one blow up in everybody's social media.
You know what's the worst thing? You know what's the worst thing, right? It's like yesterday 3 a.m. I messaged you guys bitter. I went to bed. Morning I wake up for a follow-up part 2 of like more misery.
The blow up implosion.
I wouldn't say that's my favorite, but that's basically the
That's
big one.
the moment.
Okay.
That's the moment right now.
John? Okay. I'll go
Actually, I
first.
don't have yet.
Mine would be actually got a few lah. One of it is I think there's this Facebook page. Yeah, this shows how dinosaur I am lah. There's this Facebook page called Football Funnies. So they've been sharing photos of food from different clubs, and it's quite funny to see the kind of food that is served lah. Because the one that I saw, it was at where is the here I found it. It was at Morecambe. Is that how you pronounce it? It's one of the clubs. I think it's the lower division English league lah. Is it? It is. Yeah, it's in the National League, Morecambe. If I butcher it, I'm so sorry, guys. It shows a picture of you know the cocktail sausage, just slightly longer the cocktail sausage. Hot dog served up at Morecambe, £4, and the sausage is like very very small.
Oh, I saw that photo. Shit. It says tiny.
Yeah. Wait. I think I can show it. Yeah. Ta-da! Yeah. Then they have like other photos lah, which is to me quite funny because I think they got show Arsenal. I cannot find the photos lah, but they from time to time it will pop out and then they will show the food, and then I find it very very hilarious lah. And it's interesting to see because like ours, we only have what's this we only have at National Stadium the pizza $9, $10. Okay, this is another one. If you can see, Cambridge United, £3.50 cheese fries. Then the is fries. Then on top is literal actual square cheese. Then 10-inch sausage at Swindon Town, $3.50. Look at that, so huge, so worth the money. This one is 2 battered sausage with chips and curry sauce at Shamrock Rovers, £8.50. €8.50, sorry. So yeah, super interesting. Football Funnies, if you want to follow, then you can see all this. Right, John?
Okay, I found mine. It was the Pep interview where he did after the post game with Man City against Fulham. The 5-4 goal line. Yeah. So he was literally making jokes out of it when they asked him to react to the 9 goal. So he was like, it was fun, right? Then they asked him whether he himself enjoyed it. Then he said he lose his hair.
Yeah,
but
and
he's actually poor.
if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm actually showing the clip on this one. It's actually put up by Men in Blazers.
Yeah, that's quite funny. I just saw the clip as well.
He said he loses his hair, but he doesn't have any hair to lose.
Eh, butak dia bro. But yes, I guess that's about it. If you like what you heard, please like, share, subscribe, and listen to us. I'm quite touched to see even in our downtimes, people are still listening to our podcast. And this shouldn't be the last episode of 225. we should have one more that we have planned. So you stay tuned for that. If not, thanks for listening. We talk to you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Baztalks. Let's talk football.